Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a battle of rookie quarterbacks and 2 first-round picks from the 2017 NFL Draft. It's Deshaun Watson going up against Patrick Mahomes.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the 20. They run with a rookie from Cal, Kolfrani Muhammad, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They go again with Muhammad. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Right there at the 43. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
TJ Logan, the rookie, his first carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, and now he bowls him over, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from NC State, Josh Jones.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, but he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker, and in nickel and sub situations, rush him inside against offensive guards. He's usually too quick for him.
Here's Watson. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run it here with Logan. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you were probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The left side, it's Dorsett, and he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. A first update now from Cleveland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. To throw on second is Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he's flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's the Panthers punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Time running out here on the play clock. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Play clock winding down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The rookie from Alabama, Reuben Foster. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Back near his goal line, here's Mahomes. Out left side here to Bryant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run with Muhammad. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. On the carry, it's Logan. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So the Patriots coming out now. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. What a spin. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They try again with Cohen. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Roses to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Dancing to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll put Bryant in motion left. Off the toss, Cohen. Oh, twisting away. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Monte Nicholson, the rookie out of Michigan State. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
After the interception, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, here's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. This is Logan. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, here's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And it's going to be third down and forever. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. The play clock's running down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this would complete to Jermaine Gresham. And down he'll go at the 25. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defense.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Mitch Unrein in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
Here's Muhammad, and he's got room. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And an alley to run. Room past the 20. And he loses the football a second time. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Time running out here on the play clock. This is Cohen on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New England. Play clock winding down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion left goes a tight end. They run with Logan. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards on the ground. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. A handoff as they run the counter play. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run again with Logan, and fights through one man. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The play clock's running down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he powers his way up past the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Dorsett on the return. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 64 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And he motions the wide receiver. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New England, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next.